Hey y'all, my name is Naya, but you can call me Naya, and welcome back to my house. It's time for a hair history. We got a quarter of life in. We're gonna see how that has manifested itself through these strands. 25 years of hair growth, cuts, color, extensions, and more. You guys are going to be looking back and forth. I have my notes, I have my everything right here, but you guys have got to soak it all in.
Because I look good. That is? You look smell good. I feel good.
We're going to break this up into eras. Baby hairs, the natural hair journey, back, forth, bald head scallywag, lock me up, grief pixie, and falsies. So starting off with baby hairs, this is my baby to adolescent phase. I had a ton of hair. My dad said when he first seen me come out, he said hair. Because my sister was a bald head baby. She was like a Gerber baby, but I came out with a whole bunch of hair on my head. So that's what my dad said December 14th, 2000. Growing up, we used a lot of hair lotions, hair grease, bobos, braids. I had a relaxer pretty early on too. Next, we have the natural hair journey, you guys. This started from middle school to high school. When I was in the 7th grade, I did the big chop, y'all. My mama and my sister, they were gagged. Like, I was so eager to start. I started seeing like my little kinky curly cues coming in, and I was like, oh, I gotta do it. So like a real sag, I cut my hair off and I started my hair journey. I started off at YouTube University, y'all. The natural hair movement, that 2013 to like 2017, 2018 kind of era, y'all. I was in there deep. I had Natural 85. I had y'all, I did not put in the notes which hair pages I watched, but once I look that up, I'm gonna have them listed here. But yes, y'all, I was in there deep. I was making the concoctions, the lotions, the oils, the egg, the mayo, everything, y'all. Like I felt like Dexter. I had my own little laboratory, and I was just watching my hair evolve. Throughout high school, I was the natural hair queen, y'all. I had this one teacher. When I tell y'all, this lady was obsessed with my hair. She always be like, Naya, your hair is so beautiful. I'd be like, thanks, girl, thank you. From 7th grade all the way up to senior year, y'all, the hair was flowing, going. I did a lot of braids and protective styles too, so I really enjoyed learning how to do the different styles and things of that nature. Like, I was just in my own lane. I was in my own world, just me, my hair, and the mirror, just going at it. So once we have wrapped up high school, it's time to go to college. Are there any rattlers in the building? October 3rd, 1887. What? Back, forth. This is from my freshman year to my sophomore year at the illustrious Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. I was flip-flopping. Natural hair, wigs, braids. This was a very experimental phase. I was the natural hair queen before, but I was just itching for something new. I wanted to do something new. Back, forth. Like I said, I was experimenting a lot. I began investing into wigs, y'all. The wig game, it is so expensive. I definitely gave it a good try, give it a good whirl. Y'all, this bob that I had my freshman year, y'all.
Ladies, I'm trying to do my work today.
honey to be. The allure of the people around you just feels a little more magnetic when you have different hairstyles. That was definitely a time where I was like, okay, I'm getting different responses and things of that nature. The money, I was like, I didn't want to keep up with it.
You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
So I'm moving on to the bald head scallywag era. This was COVID. Okay, so during that time, I was sick of the dyes. I was sick of everything. My natural hair health, y'all, it was in the gutter. It was already locked up in the house. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. The same way I did in 7th grade. I said, listen, we all in the house. If I don't like it, I ain't gotta see nobody. All of that experimenting and stuff really did a number on my hair. So it was really perfect time and opportunity to go ahead and start it over, see what I want to do with my hair. Asked my dad, do you know any female barbers? Do you know any barbers that cut women's hair? But he was like, just go to this barber. So I went to this barber, this dude. Why did he give me a wavy lineup?
I can't take another minute of this bullshit.
I barely have any pictures of that because it was just too much. I felt like a boy. I was just so out my body. I felt the bumps and the lumps in my head, but I really wasn't expecting to see it. This was an adjustment. This is different. I could not wait till my hair grew from that point, but I made it work. I made it work. Tim Gunn, make it work. So that's what I did. This next era was like a whole new renaissance. Lock me up. There was just so much discovery in that phase. When I first started looking around, I was like, I don't know, something about the traditional locks just is not sitting right with my spirit. I felt like I couldn't be as versatile when it came to the traditional locks. So I was looking for something that really fit. And that's when I came across micros, y'all. That completely changed the game. I couldn't even tell you how many I had. It was definitely worth it. I started a whole business. I was locked up from my junior year up until I graduated and a little bit after that. I had so much fun experimenting with colors. My hair was black. And then I went into this reddish orange, my hot Cheeto phase. That was like my red era. Next I had more of like a copper kind of color, and that's the color I graduated with too. Took all my graduation pictures with that color. I love the ghost roots concept, so I had blonde roots and like these plum kind of magenta ends. That was really cute. The Coraline era, my blue hair era, shook the city with that one.
Oh, dead the fuck serious.
It really brought out like the orangey undertones I have in my skin. To my birthday, I had pink roots, black ends. It felt very punk, real experimental. My last color that I did with my locks was this black and purple color. I was Raven from Teen Titans for Halloween that year. That was really cute, but y'all, my hair was going through it. I was going on 3 years and I was experimenting pretty heavy too. Elasticity, it felt like, hey, my ends, I would pull them and it would feel like yarn. But January 2025, my granny went up to glory.
Yep.
So that is when we're introduced to the Grief Pixie. I cut my hair. I wanted to share why I cut my hair. I feel like it's a really beautiful acknowledgement of like my grandma and how like her pain is at rest. It's a marker for that. I rocked the grief pixie for a little while. One of my cousins said at the funeral that I looked like I came straight out of Ebony magazine, and I was like, oh, I am my grandmother's granddaughter. So that was till about 2025 till currently now. After that, I went into my falsies era. Falsies is a term women will use for extensions back in like the 60s when they first started mass producing them, so they call them falsies. After growing the pixie out, I was in my falsies era. I experimented with so many different hairstyles that I had never tried before either. I never did a quick weave, long ponytail, French braids, the loose crochet hair too. That was super cute. Homecoming that year when I did my quick weave, they was on my body bad.
You want to eat my pussy so bad, it's sick.
That was a different aesthetic I had experimented in too. So I was like, oh, okay, I ain't never seen baddie Naya. This is different, it's different. I felt so beautiful with that hair too. My hair is pretty much grown out now. I'm still dibbling dabbling in that falsies thing. So many good things are coming up, so please be on the lookout. When you have culture at your fingertips, there's nothing you cannot do. I love my hair and I just can't wait to see what these next 25 years are gonna be. So maybe I'll come back when I'm 50 years old and do another 25 years worth of hair. I will be back, and you'll be back for much, much more. Period. All right, bye, y'all.